Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. Oman Air announced the launch of 3 new destinations to Java, Dhaka and Singapore next year. His Excellency the Secretary General of Ministry of Foreign Affairs presides over the opening of the premises of the Sultanate's Embassy in Manila, Philippines. And an awareness seminar is held on the services provided by Al-Rafat Fund for the beneficiaries in the Governorate of Musandam. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Sauli Niinisto of Finland on his country's independence anniversary. Oman Air held a ceremony for the launch of 3 direct flight Muscat-Manila-Muscat in the Philippines capital under the auspices of His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad bin Hamoud Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. More details in the following report by Huda bint Nasser Al Jahwariya.
Within the framework of the objectives of the government of the Sultanate to strengthen cooperation in all fields between Oman and the Philippines, Oman Air launched its direct flight to Manila on the first week of December, coinciding with the Sultanate's celebrations of the 44th Glorious National Day. After arriving in Manila, a press conference was held by Oman Air, during which Oman Air's Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Paul Grigorowicz, said that this flight will serve the overseas Filipino workers, considering the big population of the Philippines, not only in Oman, but in the entire Middle East. He announced that Oman Air will be offering 3 flights to Manila per week and planning to operate daily flights soon in the future.
Many of the Philippine overseas workers are joining now for the season holidays for Christmas. They are coming back to their home country, and in the coming weeks, although we have some seats available still, we are running already load factors high up in the 80s, and that is the proof that this new connection is very important for the Philippine overseas workers as well.
At the end of the conference, free business class tickets were given to Filipino attendees by lot draw. Oman Air further announced plans to launch new services from Muscat to Jakarta in Indonesia, Java and Dhaka in India and to Singapore in 2015 aboard its award-winning Airbus A330 aircrafts. In addition to that, the airline's fleet will be expanded to around 54 aircrafts over the next 3 years, reaching almost 50 destinations by then. Eventually, an official ceremony was conducted at Shangri-La Makati under the auspices of His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Guests from the government and other authorities and business partners were present. For English News, Manila, Philippines.
Exchange of cordial talks and emphasis on enhancing cooperation between the Sultanate and Philippines were the focus of the meeting of His Excellency Dijomar Binay, Vice President of the Philippines, with His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad bin Hamoud Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, when he received him in Narjid Palace in Manila. The two sides discussed various topics of mutual benefits to enhance joint interest of both countries. Within the context of the official visit to the Philippines, His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad bin Hamoud Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, presided over the opening of the premises of the Sultanate's Embassy in the Philippines capital, Manila. It was attended by His Excellency Mundhir bin Mahfouz al-Mandhari, Sultanate's accredited ambassador to the Philippines, and His Excellency Ambassador Julius Torres, Assistant to the Foreign Minister for Middle East and Africa of the Philippines. His Excellency Said Badr bin Hamad bin Hamoud al-Busaidi also met with Rafael Seguez, Undersecretary of the Foreign Ministry for Civilian Security and Consular Affairs of Philippines. They discussed fields of the bilateral cooperation and means of developing them, particularly diplomatic and consular cooperation, as well as cultural, trade, and tourism relations. The meeting also discussed cooperation in the fields of training and education opportunities in the Sultanate and the Republic of the Philippines. The meeting also exchanged points of view on latest developments at the regional and international arenas. And His Excellency Joseph Emilio Abaya, Minister of Transportation and Communications of Philippines, received His Excellency the Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They viewed bilateral relations between the Sultanate and Philippines in various areas, particularly in the field of transport and communications. The Filipino minister expressed his delight over Oman Air's launching of Muscat-Manila-Muscat route. He said that this route represents a bridge of contact among the officials, businessmen, and peoples of the two countries. On his turn, His Excellency Said Badr bin Hamad al-Busaidi said that the meeting focused on the importance of this direct route. In the capital of Austria, Vienna, a ceremony was held at the Sultanate's embassy on the occasion of the 44th National Day. His Excellency Dr. Badr bin Muhammad al-Hinai, Sultanate's ambassador to Austria, received the senior officials, diplomats, and other personalities, as well as Omani citizens and students who congratulated the Sultanate of Oman, its leadership, and people on the occasion, wishing Oman further progress and prosperity under the leadership of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. The celebration included some of the Omani traditional dances performed by the students. National Program for Elderly Care in the Governorate of Dhahra celebrated the 44th Glorious National Day. The celebration included a number of items and national poems. The event witnessed a huge participation from female and male elderly who expressed their sincere feelings towards His Majesty the Sultan, praying to Almighty Allah to protect him and bestow upon him health and happiness. Still to come in our news bulletin. 1,500 kilograms of tilapia fish is the first result in one of the experimental farms in the wilaya of Barka. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. With the aim of facilitating procedures and supporting job seekers, Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Governorate of Musandam and Rafat Fund, in cooperation with the Public Authority for Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises Development, organized an introductory seminar in Rafat Fund services for the beneficiaries in the Wilaya of Deba in the Governorate of Musandam. Lecturers of the seminar pointed that the Rafat Fund strategy focused on supporting small and medium-sized enterprises and entrepreneurship with a maximum number of worthwhile projects and contributing in providing job opportunities, in addition to encouraging innovation, renewal and financing projects with additional value in modern communication technologies. Rafat Fund provided support for various segments, namely people under the Social Security law, job seekers, handicrafts, professionals and handicraft works, rural women and other categories which have desire and seriousness to hold projects with new ideas. In order to celebrate World Disabled Day, Al-Wafa Social Center for the Disabled Children in the Wilaya of Iski organized a ceremony on this occasion, which reflected the participation of all society segments with disabled people and supporting them. The ceremony included a number of sports shows, expressed words which formed society participation with the disabled children on their annual day. Al-Wafa Social Centers for Qualifying Disabled Children in the Wilaya of Bidbid and the Niyaba of Al-Jabal Akhdar in the Wilaya of Nizwa also participated participated in the events of this ceremony. With the participation of 300 male and female nurses from all governorates of the Sultanate, Directorate General for Health Services in the Governorate of North Sharqiya organized scientific forum for nursing in the Wilaya of Al-Mudaybi under the theme Towards Comprehensive Leadership Future. The forum discussed the current situation for nursing leadership and its future vision, in addition to qualified nursing cadres to practice leadership skills in their work. During the gathering, 99 male and female nurses who proved their merit as leaders in health systems were honored, in addition to honoring distinguished projects in the exhibition which accompanied the forum. First of its kind, 1,500 kilograms of tilapia fish was the first result in one of the experimental farms, which are supervised by the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth in the Wilaya of Barka in the Governorate of South Batna. The farm is for one of the citizens and is one of the 10 farms which the Integrative Pisciculture Project is applied on these farms. The Ministry is expected to produce 36 tons of these fish annually from each farm. Now for the general weather forecast. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low clouds and fog over parts of the Governorate Zahra, Brahimi, Wusta, and the coastal areas. Winds will be northerly to northeasterly light to moderate along the southeastern coast, and along the rest of the Sultanate it will be northwesterly light to moderate. Seas will be moderate along the southeastern coast and the western coast of the Governorate of Musandam with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. Along the rest of the coast it will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Oman Air announced the launch of 3 new destinations to Java, Dhaka, and Singapore next year. His Excellency the Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs presides over the opening of the premises of the Sultanate's Embassy in Manila, Philippines. And an awareness seminar is held on the services provided by Al-Rafat Fund for the beneficiaries in the Governorate of Musandam. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.